Good morning, Center 5. I hope that all is well today. We'll start with our lesson, and keep in mind that we're always going to try to do our things, okay? We never say that you cannot do something. Today's class will be multiplication patterns. Um, it's going to be quite an easy job. It's going to be like a continuation of what you have been doing with patterns. So, here for today, we have multiplication patterns. So to multiply by multiples of 10, 100, and thousands, you can use basic patterns. Let's do example number one. So every time you are multiplying a number by 10, let's say for example you take 18, and you say I'm going to multiply the 18 by 10. All that I need to do here, student, is I put my 18 here, and then I add this 0. So my answer is 180. I don't have to use any calculator. I can do it mentally in my head. Let's work on our example. It doesn't matter the amount of number. Let's say I'm doing 400 times 10. Again, it's quite easy. I write my 400. Then I am going to put the whole 400, and then from this 10 I'm going to put one more 0. So my answer becomes 4000. Okay, so multiplying by a multiple of 10. Now if I multiply by, let's say I'm going to use the same 18, okay, so that you don't get confused, by 100. Remember that this one here was by 10. So again I'm going to put my same 18 here. I put the number itself, I repeat the number, and then how many zeros are here? 2. These two zeros will come over this side. So my answer now is 1800. If I am to multiply the 400 that I had here, but this time I'm going to multiply it by 100 and not by 10. What will I do? It's very simple again. I will follow the same pattern. I will put the 400, I put the number itself, and then I'll say okay, this have two zeros. Now I'm going to add two zeros. So you add the amount of zeros that you are multiplying by. So now it's 40,000. Look at example number 5. I'm going to multiply a number by 100. So if I am multiplying, let's say 20 times 100, how much will I get? Without using calculator, I put my 20 and I put two zeros. That is gonna be $2,000. 2000, okay? So I put my 20, which is this one here, and I put the two zeros, which is this one there. So it's only adding. So whenever you're multiplying by multiples of 10, if you're multiplying by 10, you're going to add a 0 to the number you're multiplying. If you're multiplying by 100, you're going to add two zeros to the number you're multiplying. If you're multiplying by 1,000, then you add three zeros to the number you're multiplying. Now, knowing that idea, I can use that same idea to multiply numbers which do not multiply by 10, right? So let's say I'm doing 40 times 800. So first of all, I need to take out the 4 and the 8. So the 4, let's say 4 times that is 32. I know that very easy, right? Now count the number of zeros in each. So in the 40, I have 1 0. In the 800, I have 2 zeros. So I add up those two zeros and I'll get 3 zeros. Now write the number of zeros in the product. So I will set 32. 32 I get from the 8 plus the 3 zeros. So my answer is going to be 32,000. Let us try another example here. If I say 50 times 40. So what we need to do, we need to multiply the 5 times 4. Alright, 5 times 4 will give us 20. And then I know that I have 1, 2 zeros. So those 2 zeros I'm gonna go say it's 1, 2. So 50 times 40 is supposed to give me 2000. And if you check it in your calculator, yes, it is 2000. So easy as that, right? So we can use the idea of the zeros here. Let's do one more example. That one there, I'll say 60 times 700. So we know we need to multiply the 6 and the 7. 6 times 7, that gives me 42. And I say 1 and 2 give me 3 zeros, so I'll say 1, 2, 3. So my answer is gonna be 42,000. I mean this 700, right? About to be 42, 100, right? So it's 42,000. So that's basically it, students, using the same idea with zeros. So let us have more examples here. 20 times 6, I say 2 times 6 gives me 12. And then I have 1, 2 zeros, I put the 2 zeros here. So I already did that one. So here 9 times 8, what will I say? 9 times 8 give me 72. And what will I do to the 72? Because there's only one zero here, the zero I put it, so my answer is 720. So you can do that mentally, right? So you know your table is 9 times 8, we know what is 2 times 6, so the number of zeros in each factor. So my answer here will have been 1200, right? And then number of zero in each factor, here we have 1 only, so my answer is 720. Very easy, right? So that's it for today. You will go to your package and you will complete activity number page 6 at lesson 4. Okay, students, so you're gonna do lesson 4 there. Please do not use a calculator. Try to do it without the calculator, and then you just check back, right? Check it back with your calculator. So mentally you do it, then you cross check. That is the idea. The idea is getting it correct, but trying to do it very quickly in your head, knowing the strategies. Okay.